Good morning, everyone. Salute to the hottest chat in the MF and gang. A-Side official. No negotiations needed. Period. I just wanted to come on here in the mid part of the week, man. One day before the Thanksgiving holiday, and wish all of those supporters and everyone happy holidays. Drink, fellowship with the fam, all that. Want to wish everybody a happy holiday. That's what it's about. Holiday spirit ain't the way it used to be, but we'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We will deal with it. So free smoke ain't always free. For those of you that's in the panel, my apologies. I made a mistake and shut down a live, doing some stuff on the sidelines, messing around with some things. But what I wanted to say is, I don't want to talk about true colors and all this other stuff that goes on when people have been showing you who they truly are, right? So why bring color into it? I know it's just a cliche term that people use all the time and say, yeah, so-and-so been fake for a long time anyway. You know, like you still have grown adults who's saying, I would risk everything just to support someone who's absolutely wrong. Why? Instead of telling them like a solid cat would do, hey, youngin', you wrong, you join them. So both of y'all up here looking crazy. Both of y'all. And you know what I noticed about some of the newer adults? When I say the newer adults, the new age adults, is that they love not remembering the actions that put us in a place of animosity, contentiousness, when it deals with them being the instigators and the initiators, the antagonists. They forget. They come up here telling half-assed stories and acting like they don't remember how everything got started. And then want to talk to somebody like, hey man, don't come over here talking all that. And then look, they try to bring up everything that they think you have done, you know, that was considered to be wrong in life. What you've done on social media. They start running down an entire script that they downloaded from the database. Say, this is what WCS has done. I meant what I said. I meant what I said yesterday. Trey can go on somebody else's panel and talk trash, but I got time, bro. You can call me old, you can call me whatever, but you ain't me. You can rah all you want, but you have a legend in your backyard and you haven't learned nothing. You haven't learned nothing. You have all these supporters, these genuine supporters of who you are, of who they thought you were, but you going around here being a gossiper. You being a off the apron cheerleader. You going around swinging pom-poms this early in your career, getting into it with people. You're really getting into it with people that can get into it with you. But you're so young and naive, you don't know when people are like, hey man, hey youngie, go on about your way, man. This is not for you. But you go out here and go all in with the total disrespect, right? But then you go in there in front of Gooch and you want to whine like a little baby. You want to, I'm not going to do all this, but you're doing it. You sound like the same people that say, I'm not going to talk about it no more. I'm done with this. I didn't come on here for that. But you're being messy. You're being absolutely disrespectful to other grown men when you should be focused on your career. C-A-rear. Don't get mad because I come in here and talk to you as a man. I could be behind the camera just chilling behind the logo, man. But you don't have the right to think you're going to speak on my name and then you want to take a passive-aggressive approach and say, you know, we got names for that too, Trey. But you want to take a passive aggressive approach. You want to say, oh man, you don't have nothing to do. You talking about me? Yeah, just like you was talking about me. I can talk about you in transient. I can talk about you if I'm just sitting down doing nothing. I have all the time in the world. I'm good. But keep my name out your mouth, youngin. If them guys around you are not enough for you to focus and zoom in on the prize ahead, set those life goals, then you're not locked in. Well, how are you going to be that guy if you're up here getting into it with people on social media that's not even a sanctioned bout? How does that even work, big dog? You a boxer or are you a talker? What weight class is a talker for you? What weight class? Because you was all in my chat talking. Before you was there and had kind words. Now you over here, you feel some type of way about something that happened with another man. Wrong move. You know, that's the first thing. If you had some real ones around you that you was listening to, I'm not saying they ain't saying nothing to you, but if you had some real ones around you that you respected, you would shut up. You would just shut up. Pay attention to what your focus is in life. It's not me. You up here trying to convince grown men that you a grown man. How does that work? I handle my responsibilities. I do what I have to do. Don't ever question me being act like a grown man and going about your business. Because I didn't even know. I had nothing to comment you about. You up here voicing your opinion where it's not needed. Give Salvation Army and Goodwill donations. Don't donate your time to me. If combinations is your basic daily routine when you're in the gym, be the best you can be at it. Because I'm not wishing you bad in your career. But I am asking you to keep my name out your mouth and focus on what you got going on. That's all I want you to do. Focus on you. And shut up and stay out of grown man business. Shut up and stay out of grown man business. Just because you lace up gloves, you think that separate you from anyone else in life that's getting it? Homie, I already been where you've been at. I've been in worse conditions. But you want to go up here, mention my name, and then corral those around you and say, I need to be cuddled and hugged. Please burp me, please, because I was talking too much. I was sucking on that bottle of ego. You know what I'm saying? Machismo. That's what he was doing. He was sucking on that baby bottle of machismo. He just had a little bit too much of it. Ain't that right, Trey? Ain't that right? You got better things to do in life, youngin, besides keep my name in your mouth. All that name calling, that does nothing. That does nothing. I'm not worried about none of that. I want to see you go ahead and be the best boxer you can be. See, just because you're naive and immature and don't listen to nobody, don't mean I'm going to sit up here and flip you on your head and put you in that hot grease. Because there's many different ways I can go with you, youngin. Stay out of grown man's business. Mind your own. It's easy to be accountable. It's easy to hold yourself accountable. All it takes is a little bit more effort outside of the influence that's telling you what you're doing is right. What you're doing ain't right, bro. You just over there sounding all rah, 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 cussing and dropping obscenities. Crawford wasn't doing that. So why are you over here doing it, youngin? Nobody believe that shit you talking. You know how many people came and went, boxers, who's came on platforms, felt some type of way about the media, and they left. You had boxers come on the platforms, and they felt good about the media, and they come around every now and then. But you haven't even established your career yet. You are trying to establish a fan base. That's what you're trying to do. But you out here talk. Let me tell you something, youngin, since you're not listening to those real cats around you, because I know you got some real ones around you, but you too thick-headed. You too thick-headed and stubborn right now. It's falling on deaf ears because you up here trying to prove to people it's not going to do anything to enhance your career. Let me tell you this, man. All that rah-rah, is it any way possible for you to understand that you should just keep that internal and execute that in the ring? Don't you feel that that's a bit more productive to the end game, is to put that and generate that energy into the ring and execute the perfect game plan to go in there and get victory after victory after victory, so they will know boom boom as the way they should know you? You've been disrespectful to me. Change nothing. You want to tell people how you take care of your kids, right? But let me tell you straight up what you should be doing. Whenever you go out here disrespecting people, that's who you should be talking about. Because listening to you speak on me the way you do, I think about you as a youngin' and you raising a family. That's where my maturity is at. Just because you can't think logically for yourself, it's up to me to tell you, man, think about your family. Think about all the personal prizes that you got going on in your own life. Don't come this way. You can't change what I got. You can't change what I got. The biggest mistake I believe you're making is just because you could go in the gym and you're in a combat sport, you feel like every other situation you can walk on people whenever you feel like it. That's not the way life works. If you think you're gonna have a long career getting on this YouTube, attempting to have drama with people that you don't even know like that. Somebody who gave you love, genuine love, off the strength of somebody else that vouched for you, that I complimented y'all on the interview, but yet you let these dudes influence you like a little baby you are. You're a baby in life, and you acting like it. You going around here throwing temper tantrums, then say, I'm not gonna talk about it. But you talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it no more when I'm talking about it. You mention my name, talking crazy about something. Who are you? You ain't an instructor. Let me get off this little youngin', man. And Gooch, you telling people that you unsubscribe to my channel, I could give a damn, youngin'. I can give a damn you said that in front of that youngin' like you was proving a point to me. You know my finisher. I could care less, dog. Because the way you did that was so cheap and childish. Up here acting like a subscription to a channel that don't get views, right? Your subscription leaving the numbers is gonna stop me from creating another live stream and going live whenever I feel like it. Cheesy as hell. Come on, man. I'm gonna tell you once again, it didn't do anything. I don't care. Go handle what you handle, bro. You stay mad all the time. You want to act like, oh, well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Man, stay on track, first of all. If you're gonna unsubscribe, just unsubscribe and keep it to yourself. You act like you want to bloviate the fact that you unsubscribe to a channel that you rarely come over there for anyway. I'm telling you the way it is. Nobody cares if you unsubscribe to my channel. Nobody cares. That's a prefix. Remove the UN, and at one time you subscribe. Now you add a prefix, you unsubscribe. Synonym, anonym. And you ain't hurt my feelings. Keep doing what you're doing. Salute the Cam for coming on the panel. Salute the Cam for coming over there. The Cam was being political in certain areas. You've been political. But one thing I can say about Cam, he can logically speak in a conversation before he attempts to lose his wits. and on social media, you sometimes it get like that. But hey, it's all good, bro. You know, at least he pulled up, unlike Trey. And one thing I give Cam, he comes over there, he speaks at a tone that, you know, hey, others can talk at certain points, but I'm not saying everything he said I agree with. But he does come over there with and speak sensible. You know, but Cam, if you're gonna, you know, lose your temper and say, we keep it on boxing, I can tell you a place to start. If you can't tell them to keep it on boxing, I would suggest that you don't tell nobody in the hottest chat in the game to keep it on boxing. Because it's easy for y'all to tell me, to tell somebody over here what we should be doing, when the very same people that's stirring up all this mayhem and drama, you ain't telling them. You're not over there protesting vigorously to tell them, keep it on boxing. So I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that, keep it on boxing. Just like I ain't trying to hear Gooch, oh, I unsubscribed. So what? So what, Negro? Who cares if you unsubscribe to my channel? It's just the fact that you did that shit online and try to make it seem like it was a monumental moment. Gooch unsubscribed to WCS. Who cares? Who cares, dude? I don't care what you got going on in life to hit the unsubscribe button. Who cares? Do it in silence and keep it moving. Golden. I haven't even been talking about Golden. The Golden, look, Golden has so much on his chest. He has so much built up anger on his chest. He came over there trying to argue with the hottest chat in the game, man. And look, it's just the fact that I let you on the panel. Because you've been up here barking like an old hound dog. Look, bro, you too pissed off at the wrong thing. You want to threaten somebody on a text and then deny it. And then say you'll do whatever. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. You ever pull up on me with some bullshit, I'm going to give you the same energy you're looking for. Real talk. You don't issue those threats with that jailbird mentality and think it's going to be all cool. I don't care what you did inside them walls. I could care less, nigga. You think that's the way it is out here? You just going to issue a threat. I'm going to pull up on your bitch ass. Oh, what I meant to say is I'm just going to come pull up to you and talk to you. We're just going to have a conversation. Man, shut your old ass up, man. Trey was talking to you. Sitting up there trying to, go at everybody on the panel like you got. I try to be reasonable. You know what I'm saying? I try to have some peace. I said, let Golden talk. I want to hear what he got to say. I want to see if he's still harboring all this animus. And sure enough, he was, man. He's holding all this vengeful energy. He felt some type of way because I dropped the receipt on him threatening me on, from text and talking about, I'll be down there next week. To do what? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna do it in the name of what? Them niggas will see you get fucked up. You gonna do what in the name? You gonna make a threat and pull up and do what? To come on, what? What you gonna do? I could have sworn he said do whatever. Man, you stupid. That jailhouse mentality, brother, you just stupid. You ain't no OG. You just stupid. You just stupid, bro. This dude up here trying to come down to somebody else's city with a threat. On the strength of what? All them other people that had problems with Golden, he want to come down because he's in Savannah. He's in Savannah, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He's in Savannah. He wanna come over. He wanna come down to the A, and he's in Savannah. That's what he wants to do. He wanna make sure everything is good to go He feels good about himself. He want to pull up in Georgia to meet me to do whatever. Man, you sound stupid. You sound dumb as hell, nigga. You sound dumb as hell. I can't tell you how dumb you sound. Y'all hold on for a second, man.